Hello, I'm Eun-Sun Jo, a Deputy General Manager in charge of education at a public enterprise in Korea called GKL. Today, I'd like to share with you some examples of utilizing our educational excellence for social welfare. As you all know, the current Korean president in 2022 is Seol-yoon. The government's goal for welfare policy is productive customized welfare. Ultimately, work-based welfare is the most optimal welfare policy. It has a virtuous cycle that creates quality jobs, improves the quality of life through those jobs, and increases welfare resources. At this point in time, I wondered what can be the driving force for and what can initiate this virtuous cycle. After significant thinking based on my own work experience at this public enterprise G, I arrived at the conclusion that the driving force for this virtuous cycle is education, even though it may take a long time. The world is changing very rapidly, and as soon as one adjusts to the change, unpredictable events occur. Therefore, we have to continue trying harder to learn and apply new strategies. So, I think education will play an even more important role in the future. In this study, I prepared this presentation in the hope that the example of the public enterprise GKL using education as a base for welfare policy with a virtuous cycle of growth and employment will help realize the welfare policy in the new normal era. First, in comparison to the other welfare states, Korea still has the characteristics of a low-burden, low-welfare state. The current Korean government regards the expenditure on welfare as an investment to increase the social productivity and focuses on productive customized welfare, which lays the foundation for valuable opportunities. Now, let me tell you more about today's main topic, a small public enterprise GKL. GKL operates under the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism and has about 1,800 employees. GKL runs foreigner-only casinos, which is rare in the public sector. Although the company is earning foreign currency from expatriates, it is still considered a sin industry. Therefore, the company has exerted diversified efforts to fulfill social responsibilities by establishing a GKL Foundation for social contribution. In terms of its education division, it is not a small public enterprise. We can boldly say that we are a highly well-known public enterprise. We are publicly recognized owing to receiving 2 commendations from the President, 1 commendation from the Prime Minister, and 4 commendations from different ministers in the past 8 years. Thus, we can confidently say that we are the leader in terms of HRD in the public sector. As such, GKL has been utilizing our excellence in education to design and operate various educational programs to fulfill their social responsibilities. Here are the 3 main educational programs of this public enterprise. The first educational support program is improving the competences of human resources in the tourism industry. Due to COVID-19, the remote education lasted for almost 2 years, jeopardizing the quality of education and creating a great concern for the students majoring in tourism and casino-related field, which requires significant practical training. Therefore, we developed 111 video lessons showing specific motions for students to follow at home. We provided free remote classes to 27,774 students over the span of 2 years. Additionally, we launched 2 online education sites to provide a continuous educational support to students, tourism and casino workers. We have 12 courses to promote education focusing on practical job competency. In addition, we established 2 online platforms to provide students as well as tourism and casino workers with continuous educational support. On the website, we offered 12 online training programs developed by GKL experts for free. These online training programs provide a variety of practical courses, including casino work, customer service, and conversational foreign languages for customer service representatives. Hence, the training programs are beneficial not only for students but also for tourism and casino workers. The second educational support program is for the vulnerable low-income class. In collaboration with Gangnam-gu District Office, we provided service trainings to low-income workers in the area. This particular curriculum received a good response as it helped people regain their confidence based on positive mindset, courtesy of creating a customized curriculum that focused on training them to become more mindful and understanding of others. One trainee shared her testimonial. I had a hard time when I was serving an obnoxious customer. I'm so glad I could attend this training, which dignifies life and gives me hope for the rebirth of a beautiful community culture, allowing me to live my life and save others. I hope that this educational program will be offered as a part of lifelong education as it blessed my dried-up soul with a shower of welcoming information. Her testimony encouraged me greatly, and such positive feedback makes me work harder to develop a better curriculum. The third educational support program is promoting remote work among people with disabilities. In Korea, it is highly challenging for people with disabilities to commute. Moreover, people with disability prefer flexible work style for various health-related reasons. Remarkably, a crisis can be an opportunity. Currently, remote work has become a common practice, and all companies have the infrastructure, even for people with disabilities, to facilitate remote work. Thus, we developed a curriculum to provide support to people with disability to find remote work and perform the job well. Further, we organized the standard forms and samples of administrative tasks and reports for them to use conveniently at any time. Oh, this painting is titled One Day at the Casino by Joo-hee Jang, the winner of the grand prize at the GKL Art Contest for people with developmental disabilities. The artworks that won prizes at the contest are sold after being redesigned into various goods, and the profits from the sales are distributed back to the creators of the original artworks. Would you not agree that this is another form of a virtuous cycle? Finally, my company GKL is a public enterprise in Korea that operates foreigner-only casinos, which is rare in the public sector. Although the company is earning foreign currency to contribute to revitalizing the domestic tourism, it is, nevertheless, considered a sin industry. Therefore, the company has exerted diversified efforts to fulfill social responsibilities more eagerly than the other public institutions. As I've said before, in particular, they made numerous attempts to utilize the education sector as a stepping stone for growth and employment. After doing an educational-related job at this public enterprise for over 10 years, I realized that, in this rapidly changing society, a welfare policy is a virtuous cycle of growth and employment can be realized utilizing education as a medium, even if it takes longer. There is a saying that education cannot resolve every problem, but it can make things work well. We are always learning something new in this rapidly changing society. I believe that the current beneficiaries of the welfare system should learn how the world is changing, what they need to do, and how they should adjust. I believe it is high time that we create synergy by interconnecting education and welfare more closely. I'm wrapping up my presentation in the hope that this case study will be helpful in establishing a